All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something a little different. We're not just talking about old houses, we're looking at how the idea of history, that promise of the past, gets packaged up and sold to us. And we've got the perfect case study for it, the promo material for a show called Castles and Tiaras.
So it kicks off with this line, listen to this. Step into a world of grandeur, history, and hidden secrets. I mean, come on, right? That's not just an invitation, it's practically a spell. The language is so deliberate, it's all about magic and grandeur and escaping the everyday.
But what are they really selling us here? Because, it's more than just a tour of some dusty old buildings. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to deconstruct the really clever techniques this promo uses to grab our imagination and just suck us right in.
And make no mistake, this stuff doesn't happen by accident. This is a very carefully built narrative journey. It's designed to hit us right in the feels. It takes us on this emotional ride, from the secrets of the past to the awe of the present and all the way to, well, our place in the future.
Okay, so let's get into it. The funny thing is, the promo material itself basically hands us the roadmap. It lays out this perfect three-part journey through time. First, you explore the past. Then, you experience the present. And finally, you preserve the future. So let's take a look at each of these steps one by one.
All right, Act 1. It all starts here, unraveling the storied past. This first step is all about dangling those juicy secrets and stories right in front of us. It's the human drama, the stuff we are just wired to find irresistible.
And think about the words they use. They're not giving us a textbook, right? No dry dates or facts here. Instead, we get fascinating tales, untold histories, and mysteries. Every single one of those words is a promise of intrigue, of a good story, and that feeling of connection to the actual people who lived there. So it's not about learning history. It's about uncovering secrets. Big difference.
Okay, so once they've hooked us with the stories, where do they take us next? Well, we move from the past into the present. We go from the tales to the tangible, the physical experience. And that brings us to Act 2, experiencing a living history.
And pay attention to the verbs they use: wander, marvel, witness. See how active that is? It's super sensory language. It's designed to pull you out of your chair and put you right there. You're not just a passive observer anymore, you're a participant. You're not just seeing a room, you're wandering through it. The place isn't just old, no, it's alive with history. It's brilliant.
And this is where it gets really clever. We've had the stories, we've had the experience, and now we get to the final piece of the puzzle. This is the part that gives the whole thing meaning. Act 3, safeguarding the future. And this is all about giving us a sense of purpose.
So check out this final hook. The whole thing gets reframed. This isn't just about being a tourist anymore. Nope. Suddenly, it's a noble mission. We're told we'll discover the ongoing efforts to safeguard these extraordinary places. So just by watching, we're not just consuming history, we're helping to preserve it. It gives us a real stake in the game. So you step back and look at the whole thing, and what you see is this perfectly designed, timeless adventure. It creates this powerful emotional journey that just pulls you along smoothly from one stage to the next. I mean, look at how it breaks down. It's the complete package. First, the past gives you story and mystery. Then, the present gives you experience and awe. And finally, the future gives you purpose and legacy. So they're not just selling you one thing. They're selling you a story, an experience, and a mission, all rolled into one. And that's the real genius of it, right? What seems like a simple promo is actually doing something pretty profound. It's tapping into something superhuman, our love of stories, and connecting it to that deep need we all have to feel like we're part of something bigger, something that lasts, a legacy. And then they leave us with this fantastic, optimistic idea: every home has a story waiting to be told. It's the perfect ending, isn't it? It just captures that endless promise of discovery that keeps us coming back for more. It makes you feel like there's always another secret to find, another story to hear.
Which kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. I mean, this marketing is brilliant because, well, it works. It absolutely makes us want to dive into these stories. But it should also make us ask a bigger question, right? As we're enjoying these beautifully wrapped histories, it's really worth asking ourselves, what stories are we choosing to tell and to save? And maybe more importantly, why those stories?